So by now we've already heard of this horrific incident, right? That took place on July 14th. An Arkansas state trooper, Trooper Romero, pulled over a woman who was driving recklessly because she was on her way to the vet because her dog was dying in the car. The mother was there as well. Now the trooper, as we saw from the video, pulled her over and, well, you've seen the video, right? The one thing that really stuck out in my mind is when the woman tried to explain to the trooper what was happening. Trooper Romero said 3 words: "I don't care. I don't care." So there are really 2 sides to this story right now that everybody's talking about. On one hand, you've got us animal lovers and animal advocates, right? Who treat our dogs and animals as our 4-legged family members, right? And we would do absolutely anything to save them. On the other hand, there are those people who say, hey, this is just a dog. How many times have we heard that? And driving recklessly to get the dog to the vet is ridiculous, even though the dog is dying. But here's the thing. We have seen plenty of cases where people rushing to the hospital with a human family member. Whoa, a pregnancy, a young kid. They got a police escort. In this case, the trooper didn't see that bond between the woman and her dog. But for many of us, that bond between us and our animals is just so strong. So the question, what would you do in this situation? What do you think should happen to Trooper Romero? I want to know. I want to hear it straight out. I've seen the post about it's just a dog. Well, the people who say that don't understand the relationship that can be built between a human being and an animal. And then there are the people like myself who would do anything. I would throw myself, and I've said this before, in harm's way. If there was a car coming and Aja was right here, I would throw my body in the way. I kid you not. Because you know what? I'd rather her survive than myself. Because that's how important she is to me. And if this trooper came up and said, I don't care, I'm going to leave it at that. So I want to know, what would you have done and what should happen to this trooper? I'm going to have more on this with psychologists as well as former law enforcement. We're going to see what happens here with this Arkansas state trooper, Romero. But I have a really good feeling that this is not going to end well for her short time that she's been with the Arkansas state troopers. Just a thought. Your thoughts now.